NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. That's some pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. With the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin,
yes,
based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
Hardaway, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team-first attitude on display.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
From deep. Offensive rebound. And it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Yeah, Millsap doing good work there with the extra possession, converting on the offensive glass.
Here's Doncic from beyond the arc and then some.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
To the paint from short range. And it falls over the rim and in. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Paul Millsap. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Morris is checked in for Torrey Craig. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Dallas.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Millsap finds Porter. Now Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Now here's Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Millsap kicks to Murray. Shoots over Curry. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 10.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Curry looking around. off the left rim and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And Curry, here we go. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Morris.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Millsap. Murray left side. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Nice D from Porzingis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Doncic. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Kleba. Here's Doncic. And it's off from three-point range. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
Older brother, he was a big fan of NBA.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Trey Burke. Also, J.J. Barea out there. Marjanovic is out there with Wright. And it's Kleba in at the power forward. Grant, that's good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
To the left side wing. And stolen by Burke. 3-on-3. Launches it. At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Marjanovic has got his first bucket in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact mark when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
Dozier passes to Grant, and Plumlee kicks to Bol. Plumlee dishes to Bol. Grant outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Daniel. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Dozier can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Finney-Smith. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Finney-Smith's got 6.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Denver passing it around. Bol the pass to Plumlee. Bol with it. Three-pointer. Daniels buries it from three-point range. Daniels has got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Kleba. He's covered by Grant. Kleba kicks to right. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Grant. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Dozier. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kleba, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Passes it to Dozier. Now, here's Grant. Back to Plumlee. Pass to Dozier. Launches a 3. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, it was all Paul Millsap in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 2 rebounds. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Back to Millsap. And the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got 12 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Here's Finney Smith. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Here's Curry with the 3, and it's Denver with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Morris is checked in for Denver. And Dallas also making a switch. Correa's checked in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Now here's Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now the pass to Craig. To the middle. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Hard away against Morris. Floats it up for Doncic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
And that one drops.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Finney-Smith. Millsap covering. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morris dishes to Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Denver making a switch here. Daniels is checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Morris. Shoots it up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Porzingis. 5th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Doncic comes with the double team. Pass to Jokic. Here's Grant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Curry's checked in for Dallas. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Porzingis against Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Now Jokic over Porzingis. Off on that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 6. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Trey Burke is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Wright in at the small forward position. Curry, wide open, hits the three-point bomb.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Dozier kicks to Craig. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Mavericks trail by 3. Curry passes to Kleba to tie it up. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Trey Burke. Here's Dozier, guarded by Curry. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Out to the right wing. The tray. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Pass to Dozier. It's stolen by Curry. Right down low, covered by Morris. Finney-Smith passes to Kleba. Porzingis kicks to right. 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wright's got his first points of the night.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
It's Jokic top of the key. A 3 from Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Right side Curry. From the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Up top, Porter. Up again. Porzingis with the rebound. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Wright. Here's Doncic. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
They get it back. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. On the wing, Doncic. Over Morris. Doncic, no good. Denver's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Porter, here we go. Count it, and the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with it. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, he's got a great motor, Hardaway Jr. He does not need to be pushed to step up in big moments. He relishes it.
Here's Porter. Back to Jokic. 9 feet out. Good!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Doncic with it. Lets it go from deep. Millsap grabs the miss. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
And Porter, here we go. It counts.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Scooped up. Finney-Smith. And it's sent back by Millsap. Porter kicks to Millsap. The pass to Jokic. To the right side. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
So we see Denver. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Welcome to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo,
The Mets. Well, for a team, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors. You know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis. Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Green. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And here is Hardaway after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Doncic against Curry. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
It's Curry with the drive. It's rebounded by Doncic.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Here's Hardaway, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
He had very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. Doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
Good on the triple.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Curry against Doncic, and the wide open shot from Green. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of these guys is open.
Pass to Chris. Wiggins with it. Hardaway picks him up. And here is Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Doncic moves back up, and the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 8.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
18 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots. Well, everyone has already agreed Curry is a generational talent and one of the greatest shooters of all time. I mean, at this point, he is just climbing up the all-time list in NBA history. I mean, it's a robust resume.
Here's Finney Smith following the basket by Draymond Green. Thompson against Curry. Lock at 6. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Curry. And with Curry, the titles, the unanimous MVPs, Chris, it's hard to argue he's not one of the best ever.
Yeah, Kevin, what stands out to me is just how much he's changed the game. I mean, when you alter how teams approach the game and how kids practice at home, he's made the 3 just as big as the dunk.
Now Curry, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. They double him with Wiggins. It's stolen by Green. And Thompson launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The perfect shooting form. Something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
It's Curry outside. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Porzingis banked in off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Thompson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Curry deciding where to go with it. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's right in for Curry. Now here's Curry. Fires from the line, and he makes that one. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
I like how Curry shoots that one in rhythm. No need to force the issue.
Right wing. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Count it. Good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Thompson launches it from deep. Warriors getting another chance here. Green draws the double. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Now Curry. Passes to Green. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A free-flowing first. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help it.
It's a cognitive and neurological.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, J.J. Barea is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Kleber in at the force line. From deep, Barea, Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket. Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just haven't been up to stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wiggins against Barea, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Barea. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kleber, the pass to Barea. He's off on that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Golden State. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Pass to Wright. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Warriors leading by 3. Here's the pass to Poole. Here's Kleber. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Burke. The Warriors making the shot. Shot to stop the run. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Poole. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more. But I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. If you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now. Oh, man, two of my favorite passes in the game.
Warriors leading by 3. Here's Wiggins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wright. Seth Curry, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Curry against Doncic. Curry kicks to Thompson. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Curry with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Clock at 4. Fires from the wing. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, the ball handling, the shot making, Curry just operating at a whole different level.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Over in the corner, Doncic. Shoots over Curry. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. From deep three-point range. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's good. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Curry, for just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
Oh, and that's the thing about Steph. Fearless on the floor, but also plays under control.
Curry passes to Hardaway. It could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple of rough stretches, and as the first period... And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Chris in at the 5 down low. Now Thompson. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Shoots over Curry. Thompson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 6. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Finney-Smith. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Thompson finds Curry. Thompson against Curry. Tries from 16. Unable to get that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
That's a feed the Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
He's big enough to cause damage inside. Thomas gets sent to the strike.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Now here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Pascal. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Doncic is checked in for J.J. Barea. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Thompson outside. Golden State moving it around. Here's Poole, and it's blocked. On the wing, Doncic. He's got 10, and the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Poole. Now the dish to Thompson. Five to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And the jumper is good. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
You got to feel helpless if you're the defense. I mean, strong contest, but Thompson's shot's just too wet.
Tries it from the top of the key. And it's right, missing. Warriors leading by 10. The pass to Pascal from past the arc. The shot missing. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
The Warriors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
A baseline J, and Doncic gets it to go. 16 points for him.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Poole, the pass to Thompson. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Doncic outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. Can't cash in from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And offensively, a great show for the fans. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And so here is Golden State following the score by Dallas. It's good.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Curry with the steal. Wiggins with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Chris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Chris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And stolen by Chris. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Wiggins with the ball.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Now here's Wiggins. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Count it.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Here's Curry. Second chance shot. Chris kicks to Curry. Wide open. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Here's Curry. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Shot on the wing. Good on the jump shot. 14 points for Steph Curry.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Finney Smith.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Now here's Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
So one of the greatest long-range shooters you'll ever see. Curry is just as savvy inside.
And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Hardaway. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to a guy like Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in...
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Thompson launches it from deep. He can't hit that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Doncic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Doncic has got it back down to single digits for the Mavs.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
And the Warriors miss again. And so here is Dallas. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. This one for three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Lee outside. Pass to Bowman. Lee outside. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
in the NBA 2K21 demo.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the balance.
Well, Damian Lillard is not...
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 2 spots down.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Just 2 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
In the corner, Collins with it. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. Now here's Curry. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway dishes to Curry. Offline with his 3. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Dishes it to Collins. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Collins has got his second basket of the night. Isn't it interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way. They change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
Yeah.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Pass to Curry to halt the run. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 5. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside for Curry. The three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. 8 points for him.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard gets it to go.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Lets the three fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. No good with the layup.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Curry. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here's Burke. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, J.J. Barea is out there with Trey Burke. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kleber in at the power forwards position. Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleber with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. What an amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
Fires from 14, and Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Little. Whiteside's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland. Here's Burke. Misses the three.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Trent. And here's Little. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whiteside. The shake. From 18 feet away. The Trailblazers rebound. Lasagna, the pass to Little. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Barea kicks to Kleber. Back to Barea. And he lays it straight in.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Little passes to Lasagna. It's rebounded by Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Now the pass to Kleber. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's only a 5-point Portland lead.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Here's Little. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Kleber, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Simons surveying the D. Passes it to Trent. Inside, right side. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard against Doncic. Nurkic with the steal. 1:02 left in the first half. They get it again. Right side. Here's Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Anthony against Hardaway. It's Curry outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. Doncic with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry finds Hardaway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard scanning the floor. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points and 2 assists. And that's a...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Count that one. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
And let's take this chance now to look at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Here are the league's leading scorers. Fifth on the list, Damian Lillard.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in, and both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pushing it up. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 17.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Here's Finney Smith, and it goes down 2 points.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Doncic against Lillard. Sweet move. Left side Collins. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Mavericks trailed by 5.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
Anthony, the pass to Nurkic.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one. On the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pass to Trent. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Finney Smith kicks to right. Here's Marjanovic. Bucket is good. Marjanovic has got his first basket of the night. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
Dallas again turning it over.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Wright. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
1:19 left to play here in the third. It's stolen by Little. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Simon. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Burke looking over the floor. Right side. From outside the arc. Little with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass. They hold the advantage here so far.
Nurkic against Marjanovic. That one doesn't drop. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Right inside. Here's Finney Smith. Hezonja defending. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Over in the corner, Doncic drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Portland out in front, up. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. And it's Barea in at the point. Here's Trent, guarded by Curry. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Kleba, the pass to Doncic to tie it up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Anthony, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 5-point Portland lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry dishes to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis kicks to Curry. Latrey can't hit that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Trent passes to Carmelo. Down low, right side. Nice D from Porzingis.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Curry with a wide open look. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Doncic with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That evens the score.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
To take the lead. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You can see how hard it is to shake Seth Curry's focus. Body him up all you want. If this guy's locked in, he's going to get a bucket.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 3. The feed to Collins. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that one is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
A 3-pointer, no good. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Back to Doncic. Takes a 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game. Curry against McCollum. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
Lillard against Doncic. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard from outside. Nice D from Doncic. The Mavericks leading. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Lillard attacking. Basket good. Lillard's got 19 points. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
50 seconds left in the game. A three-pointer is right on target.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments. And my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Here's Whiteside. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Hardaway. It drops.
Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste, Greg. Not at this point in the game.
Connects from downtown.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Now, here's Doncic. Yes!
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
A putback, and Whiteside stays right with it. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Dallas will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas. Doncic out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. Lillard attacking. Pass to Nurkic. Pulls it up. Gets a hand on it. And Collins is right there. Collins has got the first basket here in overtime for Portland.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Doncic, no good. Portland leading. McCollum with the ball. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Hardaway with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Lillard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and you might be able to see this one in the books.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Curry. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Collins. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
3 from the inbound. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Three-pointer, Lillard nailed from three-point land. And it's an 8-point Portland lead.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. For Portland, they've gone a stellar 4 of 5 from the floor since the start of overtime. Lillard outside. McCollum right side. Curry with the steal.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreak.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. He kicks to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's Portland winning this one. And to scrape and claw to push it to David. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately, so.
The sprawling metropolis of... And let's... Well, the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. And for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Doncic out there with Seth Curry. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Here's Jokic. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Nuggets getting the bucket. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Craig. No good that time. Nice D from Doncic. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Now Curry. Millsap covering. Fires for 3. And Seth Curry gets the 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Millsap finds Murray. Denver passing it around. On the wing, Porter. Here's Jokic. Count that bucket. Jokic has got his second basket.
Jokic in body control. Hey, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Doncic. That one misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Murray. Here's Craig, guarded by Curry. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, talk about the length of a season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars who appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Mavericks pick up 3. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. Luka Doncic, 4th.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And it's DeLon Wright in for Seth Curry. A wide open look here for Wright. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Doncic kicks to Wright. Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Grant. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Hardaway, and Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. And Denver also making a switch. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Dozier kicks to Grant. Pass to Bull. Back to Grant. Tipped away. Shot on the way. Bull can't hit.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Burke, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Barea, no good. Will it go? Grant. The Mavericks pull it in.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action after this one.
Basketball, like passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina, becoming an annual tradition as always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Plumlee. Jeremy Grant is out there with Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in its shooting guard. Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Craig's checked in. And so here's Denver. It's a 13-point game. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for Jeremy Grant, and Murray's subbed in for Morris. Here's Daniels, guarded by Barea. Here's Millsap, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Burke. Here's Finney-Smith, knocks down the 3-ball. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position, and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Here's Daniels, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Craig. And Plumlee kicks to Craig. Denver passing it around. Three-pointer, Daniels, and he's good on the three ball. Daniels has got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Barea, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he's going up for the alley-oop. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization to help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Don't make it a distraction. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 5 points in the game. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 3. Here's Plumlee, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Finney-Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Millsap looking it over. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Can't connect from short range.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Porzingis, that's a 2, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead. Here's Millsap, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. It's Porter outside, and the 3 ball is good. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doncic finds Hardaway. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Nuggets trail by 3. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare Kevin defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
We've got Luka Doncic, also Seth Curry out there. Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Porter passes to Millsap. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Millsap with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Here we go, one-on-one. Jokic passes to Millsap. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
That's a man's move from Millsap, getting the hoop plus the harm.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Curry attacking. The shot's good. Curry's got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Bol, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Jokic against Porzingis.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Inside. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's Bol. Porter trying to free himself up. Bol, that's good. Bol's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Hardaway. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for Murray. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Here's Porter. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Doncic passes to Wright. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Morris passes to Grant. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And he gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Doncic passes to Wright. And that one goes long. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 8. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 3.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
To the middle, here's Curry. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Wright finds Curry. Makes it off the glass.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Fires the 3, count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Doncic.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Jokic. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. Curry on the wing. The 3. The shot comes out, and the Nuggets going the other way. Craig passes to Grant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Wright. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets leading by 7. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Porter against Hardaway. Dallas again turning it over. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic finds Curry. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Finney-Smith. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Back to Doncic. To the wing on the left. This one for three. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Finney-Smith.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him. Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And the pass to Hardaway. Curry on the wing. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Wide open look here for Murray, and it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trailed by 3. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Up top, Porzingis. Millsap covering. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Denver leading by 3. Passes it to Craig. Murray kicks to Craig. Here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Launches it. They get it back.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
For Dallas, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Porzingis trying to get free. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Man, once Millsap gets the ball in his hands, everyone in the building knowing he was going to take and make that shot.
Pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Hardaway for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. And so here's Denver. Leading by 5. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Back to Murray. There's the dish to Porter.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open 3 in this situation. I mean, look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that 3-point line. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
time. Who been a plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge to the game like it's credit, Your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up. Ooh, that's dead, need a minute, need to play to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. No look, I had to boss up, get the post up.
The city of Dallas.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's present. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, the Warriors. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. And so I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Chris. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Again, Curry missing. Curry's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Curry with the steal. Thompson outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Doncic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Doncic finds Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas, no good that time either. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Back to Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
Here's Finney-Smith. He had 15 points last outing. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Look at Curry, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Warriors making a switch here. Here's Doncic. Off the mark, and the drought continues. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what? I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur. Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Hardaway against Curry. 14 feet away. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now Curry. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Curry finds Hardaway. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. On the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Curry, and Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Here's Pascal, and another basket for Golden State.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Passes to Kleba. Back to Wright. Dallas moving it around. Here's Hardaway. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hardaway has got his second basket of the night.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a...
Your field goal percentage as a whole.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. White is out there with Marjanovic, and it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. Here's Poole, Burke covering, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Trey Burke. Here's Finney-Smith. No points in the game yet for him. A nice shot by Barea.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green comes in for Looney, and Curry subbed in for Thompson. Curry, good.
We know this about Steph Curry. He can hit it from anywhere, outside, inside, in between.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season? Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
I would love to have that type of jump shot.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. In the corner, right with it. Over to the left wing. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Wiggins. Here's Barea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They get the rebound. Here's Wiggins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Curry with it. 6 points for him. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good on the 3. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Out to the wing. Back to Curry. Good on the 13-footer. Curry's got 8 points. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
Here's Green. The Mavericks pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Here's Finney Smith, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Man, way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Curry. It's stolen by Barea. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. The lead now in single digits. Wright's got 8 points in the quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for J.J. Barea. Mavericks trail by 9. Curry with it. Now defended by Wiggins. The pass to Finney Smith. Now Marjanovic. It's stolen by Green. Here's Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
12 seconds left in the first half of the game. Right side, Porzingis. Kicks it to Curry. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 11. Jack, what are your thoughts on... Hey.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. The high post shot counted, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Hardaway.
Working in that mid-range area, the analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Finished off the break. And it's 8 points for Tim Hardaway.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play. And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Curry with the steal. Here's Kleber. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Green against Porzingis. Green, the pass to Thompson. Six to shoot. Launches a three. Kept alive. And Green is right there. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Here's Hardaway. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Burke, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And the Warriors making a change here. Outside Curry. Pass to Chris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
And so he hits both. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
Right, he's checked in for the Mavericks. On the wing, Doncic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Curry. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. 9-point game. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. And Wright kicks to Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Lays it up off the glass. Marjanovic has got his first basket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside Curry. Shot from free throw range. Good on the bucket. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
The ability to find soft spots in the defense. Curry reading it right as usual.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
It's deflected.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Curry in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Curry passes to Looney. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Seth Curry in for Wright. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney. Not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots. And he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
But they'll get another chance. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Curry with a wide open look. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one's a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Seth Curry, also Burke out there, and it's Kleba in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Pass to Burke. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Wiggins. Here's Burke and Kleba. Now top of the key. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Zinkis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. Lets it fly. And another basket for Golden State.
Well, coming off the pick, tight, shoulder to shoulder, and then creating space with the dribble. Nice move from Stephen Curry.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Passes it to Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team, and then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Outside Curry. Offensive rebound. Mavericks trail by 11. Right side Hardaway. And he makes good on the layup. Hardaway has got 10 points in just the second half.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's Curry. Again, Curry missing. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in. Curry is inside. Guarded by Doncic. And they pick up 2. 20 points for Steph Curry.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And that one drops for him.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Doncic.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Dallas now running out of time. Ball stolen. .114 left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Pascal. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
Ooh, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
4 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. And Pascal pulls it down. And it's the Warriors' ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 13. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He gets that one. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Here's Curry. Count it from 12. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Another miss by Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. And before we get Blazers, the players love it. Thank you, David. Offenses in this league so creative, Clark. A lot of them very hard to stop. And tonight, we get to see two of these great offenses in this one.
What a treat. The fast pace that these teams play with really wear you down defensively. And the way offenses can space the floor and spread you out, boy, it's fun to watch, but it's certainly hard to defend.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. And here are the Mavericks now. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. No good on that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Out to Anthony. From the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Curry dishes to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Clock at 6. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Lillard attacking. Out to Anthony. To the inside, Collins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The shot by Curry, no good. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Pass to Collins. From downtown. Trailblazers keep it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. And here's Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Curry looking around. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Curry. Over McCollum. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Hardaway.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The pass to McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. A 3-ball. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anthony finds Lillard. It's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Lillard.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Lillard. Here's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 10.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And he makes that one.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
Drops in the tray.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Now here's Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He totaled 14 points in the quarter.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Wright. Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate, but in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Mavericks trail by 8. And here is Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Marjanovic. Takes the 13-footer, and it's off the back rim. No good. Now here's Little. Tight defense on him, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Simons, guarded by Wright. Puts up a 3. Little can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Burke can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Little dishes to Whiteside. Pass to Azania. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the target from 18 feet. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Boy, Hazonia does a nice job at measuring these shots as an in-between score. It means you got a nice mid-range game.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Drops in the layup for two. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for Wright, breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Lillard fires away from way outside. No good, but he's still shooting 75%, 6 of 8 from the floor. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for Wright. Anthony finds McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. That one's not going to go. And it's Dallas the other way.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kicks it out to Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. .11 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Finney-Smith. And the shot goes down. Finney-Smith's got 8 points. With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are leading by 12. Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Great production out of Lillard.
And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
You know, for Porzingis, the business of the family is basketball. His parents played at a very high level. His older brother played professionally for over a decade. And the first word that Porzingis said was ball, and he's had one in his hands pretty much from the start.
And it's Lillard missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Finney-Smith off hits the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Anthony drives in, lays it up off the glass. Anthony's got his second bucket. And Clark Porzingis' older brother. He used to make him highlight reels of NBA stars.
Yeah, you know, the NBA was his goal all along, but he showed patience, and the Orlando Magic actually promised to take him 10th back in 2014. He stayed in Spain one more year to develop, and good for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Uncovered. Offensive rebound, and the second chance effort by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Finney Smith kicks to Curry. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You know, it's hard to know what Seth's going to do when he pulls up this close. He's excellent at making the defense uncomfortable.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. White, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Here's Trent, guarded by Wright. Trent passes to Simons. From the wing, down to 5 on the shot clock.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Curry outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Little with the ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. 3. Burke finds Marjanovic. To the left wing. Three-pointer right. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers leading by 18. Whiteside, the pass to Hazanya. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got 9.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. There's the pass to Kleber. For the 3. It's hauled in by Trent.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Cans it from downtown.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Curry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Curry kicks to Kleber. And Burke has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Little finishing it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Burke. Pass to Marjanovic. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Here's Simons. He's got 9. From past the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Portland finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Mark, a lot of young players in this NBA becoming top 10 players as they mature. Who are some of the guys you spot that are really going to make a mark?
Well, they've already made a mark, and you anticipate it'll continue to be that way. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. I like Jaylen Brown in Boston, as well as Jason Tatum there. And clearly Zion Williamson has a chance to be really special.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And Whiteside stays right with it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Hardaway's checked in for Maxi Kleba, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in. McCollum against Barea. Nurkic hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The Mavericks shooting a pretty low, 34% thus far. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Out left to the wing. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic passes to Barea for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Anthony on the wing, headed by Porzingis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 3-pointer. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you talk about shot makers. T.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for J.J. Barea.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Here's Hardaway. Left side, Porzingis. Here's Doncic. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Porzingis inside, working on Nurkic. Lets it go from the wing. Doncic, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
They get it back. Nurkic the pass to Collins. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic finds Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they do,